Hello guys, and welcome back. So in this lecture I will explain data loading procedure in Power Center and cloud tools. Okay. So in this case I will explain how to load data from one table to another table. So that is nothing but a table to table procedure. Okay. Then I will explain file to file loading. Then I will explain table to file loading and file to table loading. I will explain all these four scenarios by using this Power Center and IICS tool. Okay. So first what I will do here, first I will explain how to do table to table data loading by using Informatica Power Center and IICS Cloud. Okay. So let's see here one particular sheet. So this is table to table loading. Let's suppose this is table A is my source. In this table A I have around 11 records. Okay, I want to load all this table A source data into target table B. Okay, this is target table. So in between these sources and targets I am using Power Center tool and IICS cloud tool. Okay, so first I will explain Power Center, then we will go for IICS Cloud. Okay. So first I will explain table to table procedure. This is very simple mapping guys. Okay, one to one mapping. Okay. Now go to Informatica Power Center tool, Power Center Designer tool. So first what you will do, you need to import your source. Okay, so actually in this particular info underscore src schema I have this a table. In this a table having around 11 records. Okay, first I need to import this a table into Power Center Designer. Okay, what you will do, just click on the source analyzer. If you click on source analyzer, automatically this menu will get changed as a sources. Okay, or if you click on this target designer, automatically targets menu gets open. If you click on this transformation developer, transformation menu gets created, right? If you click on this maplets menu gets open. Then if you click on this mapping designer, automatically mapping menu gets displayed over here. Now I need to source, right? I want to import source from database, so in that case I'm using source analyzer option. Then click on these sources. See here, first I import data from databases, right? So in that case I'm choosing this import from database option. Okay, click on this import from database option. So I have already explained how to connect databases to Informatica. In previous lecture I have already explained this procedure. So click on this drop down menu. In this particular info src schema I have this particular a table. Under this info src schema I have this a table. First I import this as a source. Okay, then provide username. Okay, my username is info underscore src. Then provide password. I have provide password as a admin. Just click on connect option. Automatically whatever tables use present inside this particular info underscore src schema, all those objects is displayed under this particular area. Okay, now expand these tables. Now choose this particular table. I need a table, right? This is act as a source, so in this case I'm selecting this a table. Click on ok. Now automatically this particular table gets imported in Informatica level. Okay, so this is my source table. Just click on save. Now see here, this particular thing get n5src a is a table inserted. Now go to target. Now same thing, you will import from databases. Make sure that if you want to import this particular table in Informatica Power Center, that particular structure gets already created in database table. Okay, in database. Okay, see I have already created this structure. Okay, so I have imported under this targets. Import from database, select that particular schema info underscore tzt, provide username and provide password. Click on connect to the schema. Now select the particular target table. Target table is B. Select. Click on OK. Now in this particular informatical level, I have my source and target. Both are displayed under this source folder. Okay, along with targets. So my source and targets are ready. Okay, now I will create our mapping. Okay, now go to mapping designer. Now what you will do, click on this mappings, click on create. Okay, now I will provide this mapping name as a m underscore table to table loading, table to table loading. Okay, click on OK. Now my mapping is ready. Now first what I will do, I will drag this source. So whenever you are drag this source, automatically source for qualifier is automatically connected this source. Okay, next I will drag this target. Okay, that's it. This is a very simple procedure, one to one mapping. This procedure we are called as a one to one mapping. So always uh, remember, whenever you are creating mapping, make sure that you are always try to import after source qualifier one expression. Okay, now select this particular port, first port, and select last port. Now see, automatically all ports are selected automatically. Now hold your mouse and drag this expression transformation. Okay, drag to expression transformation. Now you want to connect one to one port. Okay, so in this case also select shift button and select first two port and select last port. So automatically all these ports are connected. Now drag this to target. Now see, all ports are connected to our targets. Okay, so these are called as a links. Okay, if you want to backtrack each and every column, you need to use this particular backtracking option. Okay, so you click on the link, automatically backtrack option is available, or you can select link path and backward. Automatically all these connected ports are highlighted in red color. Okay, so like this you are able to create this particular mapping. Once you will create this particular mapping, click on this validate option. Okay, once you are validated, under this particular results area, it will showing mapping as a valid. Let's take one simple example. I will delete all these connections. Now if I try to validate this particular mapping, this particular mapping status showing as invalid. So whenever you are connected this particular post to targets, then only this particular mapping will become a valid. Okay, so now my mapping is ready. Okay, first I will save this mapping. Okay, next what you will do, first if you want to run this whole mapping, okay, if you want to run this particular mapping, you need one session. Okay, so I have already explained what is the role of this power center designer, workflow manager and monitor. Okay, so first go to workflow manager. First you will create task. See, first you will clear all these things. Okay, go to batch one. See here, this is called task developer, this is called workload designer, this is workflow designer. These are the three options available under this power center workflow manager. I have already explained what exactly task developer will do, workload designer and workflow designer, what all these options will do, I have already explained in previous lecture. So if you want to run this mapping, you need session. Okay, this session I have already explained, right? Why the session is required. Okay, why workflow is required. Okay, already explained in previous lecture. Okay, so first I will create this task developer. Click on this task option, click on create. So we will provide s underscore on this particular mapping name. So how to select this mapping name? Go to mappings, click on edit. Automatically whatever mapping name you have provided, that particular mapping name gets displayed here. Copy, click on ok. Now provide this particular mapping name over here. Okay, click on create. So whenever you are click on create, automatically this particular mappings displayed under this particular area. Okay, now select particular mapping, click on ok. So click on done. Now my session is ready. So click on save. Okay, now create workflow. Okay, go to workflows, click on create. Now I will provide workflow name, then will copy this session name also. If you want to run session, you need workflow, right? Then go to workflows, click on create. Provide naming convention as a workflow underscore session name. Okay, now here did you understand exact this meaning? If you want to run mapping, you need session. If you want to run session, you need workflow. Okay, so that is called this particular whole naming conventions. Okay, now my workflow is also ready. Now drag these sessions to here. See here we have one particular option is called link task option. Select that one, link to session. Okay, now we will give the connections names. Okay, so actually this is source. My source is presented under this particular info underscore src schema. Okay, now select click on this icon, automatically it will display. This is my ott underscore info src schema. Select this source. Okay, then click on targets. So this is targets. Okay, first I will change this type as a target load type option. I will explain later point of time what exactly target load type by normal and bulk. I will explain later point of time. Okay, so I will explain all these options on another session. Right now you will create one simple mapping by loading data from table to table. Okay, so just you will remember all these points. If you want to, first you will give the database connection names and database targets names. Okay, click on apply, click on ok. Now my workflow is ready. Okay, click on validate. Now this workflow become a valid state. Click on save. Okay, now click on right click, select start workflow option. Now go to workflow monitor. Now see this particular workflow is succeeded status. Okay, now see here. Now this is 11 load file. It's not running or what? First I will again I will run save administrator. Click on save. Start workflow. Disconnect first. First you will disconnect and try to connect here. You will see that particular folder is displayed or not. Integration service also. Yeah, now see batch one folder is highlighted. Now open this one. I have run 2 times. See here. This is target. This is source and this is target. See in this source I have 11 records. All those 11 records gets loaded into target. Now go to database level, check in the target table. Now see all this particular data gets created. Now see here, there is a one mistake I did here. I don't select this particular truncate option. Okay, that's why each and every time it got append the data. So in this case, what I will do in this targets, instead of delete, I have truncate target table option. Okay, I have choose this truncate target table option. Click on apply, click on OK. Now I will run again. So see, whatever data available inside this 22 records gets deleted. Only it will display only 11 records now. Why? Because whatever data available in this particular B table, all the data gets truncated first, then whatever data available in source, only this particular data gets loaded into this particular target table. Okay, now I will run this workflow. Start workflow, go to monitoring. Now it's running. Now see, only 11 records gets loaded. Now go to target table. See how many records is loaded. See now only 11 records gets displayed into this particular target table. So like this, we are able to loading data from table to table by using Informatica Power Center. Okay. Now I will explain how to do same procedure by using IICS cloud tool. Okay. In this case, go to cloud tool. Okay, so I am in data integration tool. Okay, in this data integration tool, I have created one particular folder. This folder you are called as a projects. If you click on these projects, here we are able to create folder. So however you are created folders inside this Power Center, same procedure we are following this particular Informatica cloud also. Okay, in this case I am providing new folder. I have provided this particular folder name as a develop dev environment. Okay, click on save. Now folder is created. So in I have opened this folder. Inside this folder I have created all these mappings. Okay, so now we are in under this dev folder. Okay, now click on new, click on mappings. See here we have option called create option. Click on create option. Okay, now see, as soon as you are click on create option, automatically this particular mapping gets created automatically. So here you need to do some modifications. Okay, so see here, now this status is a invalid status. Why? Because we are not providing any particular mapping name and the sources and targets. So that's why it's showing still status as an invalid state. Okay, first I will rename this particular mapping m underscore table to table loading. Okay, now click on save. Now see, my mapping name gets created. Okay, now choose this source. So whenever you are selecting the source, expand these source properties. Now see, select, click on this source option. Now here first it will ask you to create this connection string. Okay, it means connection. Okay, it means Oracle database to Informatica cloud. So by through this particular connection we are able to talk to database to Informatica cloud. Okay, now first I will create new connection. Click on new connection option. I will provide connection name as Oracle table A. Okay, then provide description some data loading from a table. Okay, now select type as a so whatever database you want to use here, select those particular databases here. I am using Oracle. I am choosing this particular Oracle. Whenever you are selecting this Oracle, automatically it will provide some of these properties. See, if you drag here, first it will select runtime environment. So always we are choosing this particular local host. Wherever your secure agent is installed, choose that particular environment here. Environment in the sense in our local system. Okay. Then don't change anything here. Oracle subtype authentication mode. You have to provide username here. Username in the sense this particular source. Okay. Info underscore src. Okay. Info underscore src. This is my username. Password as a admin. So how to get all these host port service names? Go to SQL developer, select this particular schema, right click, click on properties. Now see all host name, port, SID, service integration ID, all those things get displayed here. First select this local host, provide host, 1521 is a my port number, service integration ID is a XE. It means service name. I have provide XE. So don't need to select any code page options. I will explain later point of time what exactly code page will do. Those things I will explain later point of time. Okay. First click on this test option. So whenever you click on test option, automatically this test for this connection was successful. Okay. This particular message gets displayed. Now click on OK. Okay. Now our connection is ready. Okay, I am choosing source type as a single object. I will explain later point of time the remaining three options. Now click on this object. So it means whatever tables is available inside this particular schema, all the table lists gets displayed here. Then select, click on OK. Okay, now this particular data gets imported here. Source table, a table data. Now if you click on this preview data option, automatically whatever data available inside this particular A table, all this data gets displayed under this data preview option. Okay, these many data are available in this particular A table. Okay, now uh, present you don't need to select all this query option. I will explain later point of time. Okay, what exactly these filters sort, pre-SQL, post-SQL. I will explain all these things in later point of time. Why? Because these are advanced things in cloud. Okay, then choose fields. So whatever fields available inside this A table, all those fields gets displayed over here. Okay, first you will save this source. Now click on this, select this expression. Okay, this is habit. So whenever you are creating mapping after source, you will mention expression. So uh, you will uh, you will test like this only. Okay, it means you will learn like this only. Okay, so then go to target, then open target properties. So select incoming fields first. These are the, click on this target option. So now I will create new connection for targets. Okay, target table b, b description, loading data from table A to table B. Select type as a Oracle only. Okay, it means this is table to table loading. In this case I am using Oracle only. Same procedure, whatever you are providing previously, you will provide target schema info underscore TZT, provide password as a admin, then provide a host as a local host, service name as a small xc. Okay, that's it. Don't change any options inside this particular connection details area. Okay, click on test. Secure agent group is not valid for connection. Select a valid secure agent group. Okay, select environment. Okay, click on test. Now see, this connection was successful. Click on OK. Now next thing is, now select which one has selected here are connections. CDI test, not that one, right? Okay, then choose option, right? Here we are able to, yeah, this is B table. Okay, okay, now I understand. Okay, I have forget this connection name, so that's why I confused. See here we have operations like if you want to insert data or update or something. So I'm using truncate target. Okay, before loading data from this particular B table, first you need to truncate that table and load the data. Okay, so or for your better understanding purpose, I uncheck this option. Directly I will go for database level. I truncate this particular B table. Okay, so this will give you some idea how to work this cloud tool. Okay, truncate option. Now go to field mapping. So here we have two options. One is we are manually drag and drop these fields, or we are using this particular smart map. Okay, I will explain all these options separately. Okay, what is smart map, what is this field options like automatic, manual, all those things I will explain. Presently I'm choosing automatic option. Okay, so as soon as you are selected automatic, automatically see here all fields are mapped. Okay, now what I will do, I will unmap all these fields. Select this field, unmap. Select this field, unmap. Select this field, unmap. Select this field, unmap. So I'm selecting this option automatic. Inside these options, not option, click on manual. Automatically here we have smart map. Smart map also works same like as a automatic option for this field options. Okay, now our field mapping also ready. Now click on save. As soon as I click on save, automatically this state become a valid state. Why? Because we are connected all the source fields to target. So because of that, this particular status will become a valid state. Okay, now click on save. Now see, this particular mapping status become a valid state. Okay, now if you want to run this particular mapping in this informatica level, power center level, we require session. Okay, in this particular informatica cloud level, we need this particular mapping task. Okay, so before going for mapping task, first I need to select this particular mapping name. So this is my mapping name, right? Copy this mapping name. Okay, select this new mapping task option. Now provide MCT mapping configuration task, then provide this particular mapping name. Okay, select runtime environment as our local secure agent. Okay, then click on next. Now don't select any options here. I will explain later point of time what scheduler details, email notification, all these things I will explain in separate session. Okay, don't select any options under this particular schedulers menu. Okay, then click on finish. Now this particular uh, mapping task gets created. Now see here, it will provide some details. first it will provide all this mapping image, then it will provide source object and target object. So which type of operations we are perform under this particular, through this particular mapping, all those informations will provide for this particular uh, maplet area. Okay, not a maplet, this particular mapping task area. Okay, now if you want to run, before click on this run button, first you will uh, go to monitor level. So if you click on this drop down option, it will display this monitor. Right click, click on open new window. Okay, whether our job gets succeeded or not, we are able to see all these logs under this particular monitor. Okay, now click on run option. Now see this particular job gets started. Go to monitor, just repeat. First it will showing status, starting status, then it will go for queue status, then it will become a running status. So this is refresh option. Okay, so if you click on this refresh, it will show you status. See, this particular job gets succeeded, total 11 rows processed, right? If you see this source and target option, click on this particular job. Now see here, source and targets, we have 11 records. So our mapping works perfectly. Now go for database level, check whether all 11 records is loaded in B table or not. Select this query, run it. Now see all these 11 records gets loaded into this particular B table. So like this we are able to load data from one table to another table by using Informatica Power Center and IICS Cloud tool. Okay, so in next lecture I will explain how to load data from file to file. I will explain in next lecture. Okay, so if you are a first time watcher, please subscribe my channel. Okay, and click on bell icon. Okay, so thank you guys. Okay, good night.